get literacy up first. You can't jump into the 21st century without knowing how to read.
But why should you learn to read? Watch it on the web. So this makes for interesting conversation. I was in India this summer and I saw a real shifting in the amount of money poured into this country. And an amazing amount of technology, and everyone had a cell phone, no matter what their caste. So things like that are rapid change to me, and are undirected. They're just unintended consequences that need to be considered. Okay.
Further questions?
Through the something like the Asilomar guidelines, but there are some other ethical issues, questions such as we might be redefining normal, except that nobody I know is normal. I'm not sure anybody that you know is normal either, especially once you get to know them. We all have our quirks, okay? So going beyond normal is really not a new story. We are the species that goes beyond our limitations. And as I've mentioned, we're not necessarily, the question is, are we unique? Is there something about, there is some things that we all love about humanity, but are they limited just to humanity? The ability to give and receive love, arguably, might not be just between humans. So, is this change going to be radical? It will ultimately be transformative, but I think that what we'll see is very, very gradual. We'll be replacing ourselves part by part, and because I'm running out of time, I'm just going to refer to this fairly briefly. I have been writing about this for several years, the property personhood parent continuum, that at one end of the continuum you have property, at the other end you have an enhanced personhood, which carries with it proportional autonomy and proportional responsibilities. Therefore, the more enhanced you are, the more responsibility you have, and as a legal model. But to get to the recommendations and to conclusions, we need to continue talking. We need to establish a common lexicon to agree what, to talk about things like proportional autonomy, what exactly we mean by enhancement, to start creating things similar to similar guidelines, and because many of these technologies will not be reversible, we're taking a new look at informed consent. So, as a final statement, I'd like to say that as different forms of sentient beings are being created, if we don't start thinking about the policy now, the courts are going to be the ones who are going to end up determining it, where we fall in the continuum of personhood. And another saying from the law, hard cases make bad law. We want to address the policy now. So for the future, I'm not sure that we necessarily, to quote Ray Kurzweil again, I'm not sure we need to fear us versus them scenario, because as we incorporate more and more computer technology into our lives, we will become one with it. So there are 3 websites here that continue on these themes and provide some more information. Unithird Technologies, which is the one, the conference I went to in Magog. Transcendent Man, which is a movie trailer for Ray Kurzweil's movie. I don't own any stock in it, I just think it's really interesting. The Asilomar Conference on recombinant DNA information there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.